Hot topic for years now has been whether teachers can carry firearms into the classroom and defend the children that they are teaching. We're not arming school teachers. We're just not disarming them. Talking about teachers carrying guns on today's AK Show. After the Sandy Hook school shooting in 2012, 33 states proposed legislation that would find a way within the state governments to allow teachers in those states to carry their firearms to work, to defend the children that they're teaching. 17 states now have some kind of allowance for firearms on school property, but let's make one thing clear from the start. It's not the federal government that is prohibiting teachers with concealed carry licenses from carrying their firearms to work. Schools are a gun-free zone, but the federal government says if you have a concealed weapons permit issued by your state that complies with federal law, which every state in the country does except for one at my last check. If you have that concealed weapons permit, you under federal law can carry your firearm legally into a school zone. Not just the teachers, but someone like myself can legally carry my firearm in a school zone. What is prohibiting our teachers from carrying to work are our state laws. Our state governments are prohibiting it. One of the common problems with our state governments, our state laws that restrict teachers from carrying, is that the laws will leave it up to an individual school district. So a school district in a rural community can say teachers can carry to work, and a school district in a more liberal city limit might say no. We're discriminating against kids depending on where they live, on whether or not they are protected while they attend school during the daytime. Armed citizens carry their firearms legally around children, around young children. They keep their firearms in their homes around young children each and every day. Why are we discriminating against the very people who can keep our children safe while they are at school by telling them that they can't bring their firearm to work? One state in this country sticks out in my mind. There are several who have various allowances to allow teachers to bring firearms to work, but there's one that I think serves as a model for my state and for your state. And if you are a proponent of keeping children safe, you should look at the laws in Utah, because what Utah has said is that if a teacher has a concealed carry permit, they can carry their firearm to work. Their right to defend themselves and to defend other people doesn't stop at the doorstep of that schoolhouse. So what the Utah state government has said is, we're not arming teachers. We just aren't disarming them. And in order to give the teachers who validly, legally carry their firearms to work some protection against being fired, the school can't even ask who the teachers are. If you have a concealed weapons permit, you get to carry your firearm, whether it's across the street to visit a neighbor, to a grocery store, or to work. Utah is a wonderful model for states around the country on how to arm or just not disarm our school teachers. No one cares more about their personal safety than the individual person whose safety might be jeopardized. And nobody cares more about your children's safety when they're in the school than the person who is right there with them in that classroom and who has the ability to defend not only their own life, but the lives of all those children who are under their care. When school districts disarm their teachers, they're relying on the first responders to come and prevent further loss of life, because a loss of life has usually already happened, and it can take those first responders 20, 30 minutes to arrive on scene. Take a look at the statistics, because the states where teachers are armed, those are the states where you are not going to see school shootings. And remember, just in summary, it's not the federal government in this particular case. It's your state government, and you can do something about it. So have your legislators in your state take a look at the laws in Utah and push to keep our kids safe, because folks, this isn't going to stop. There is no gun control that can stop these criminals. What we can do is make sure that the right people are able to defend our children. So we did a prior video where I sarcastically talked a little bit about the recommendation that teachers carry bats to schools. We've got a little link to that if you want to watch a little more on school shootings and this problem that is ongoing, and people want to talk a lot and they want to spew a lot of ideas out there that won't work. Here's one that will. I'm Alex Kincaid, and thank you for watching the AK Show and 3F Words. We support a couple of charities. One is the Hidden Hollow Horse Rescue, where horses and veterans find solace. Donate and you will be sent a lovely prize, maybe a mug, maybe something else. And we are listing a link to this organization to bring veterans some peace and harmony out in the Idaho wilderness in our bio. We also have a link to the Alex Kincaid Law Scholarship Fund, where we support America's conservative youth in attending college. So thank you for your donations, thank you for watching, and as always, we welcome your comments and questions. This is Alex A.K. Kincaid, and thank you for watching the AK Show.